Hello everyone, I'm Shuo. Welcome back to 说说 Chinese, 说说中文. Today we're going to talk about the Chinese grammar structure 是的. First of all, I want to show you a sentence. 这个杯子是我的. Even though it has 是 and 的 in the sentence, it is not the grammar point that we are going to talk about today. Because if you take a closer look, you will notice that this is actually a basic subject-verb-object sentence. The 是 is the main verb of the sentence, and it omits the 杯子 at the end of the sentence. This original sentence should be 这个杯子是我的杯子. Here are some other examples. In these sentences, if you drop the 是 and 的, they won't make sense anymore. What we're going to talk about today is the 是 the structure in the following sentences. The 是 is not the main verb in the sentence. And if you drop the 是 the in these sentences, they are still grammatically correct. Okay, now that we've made it clear, let's start today's lesson. First of all, I want to show you this. 你的邻居被杀了。啊？现在我们要问你一些问题。哦，你昨天是几点回家的？我是晚上7点回家的。那你是跟谁一起回家的？我是跟我的男朋友一起回家的。你是从哪里回家的？我是从公司回家的。那你是怎么回家的？我是骑自行车回家的。回家以后你做了什么？回家以后我就休息一会儿，然后做饭，等我的男朋友回来。你不是跟你男朋友一起回家的吗？Let's quickly go through the explanation of the 是 the structure. Let's suppose that we know a fact that has happened in the past. For example, 我吃了中国菜。妹妹买了这件衣服。他们去了中国。And if you want to know more detailed information about this specific fact in the past, like when did you eat Chinese food? With whom did you eat Chinese food? Where did Mei Mei buy this outfit? How much did Mei Mei pay to buy this outfit? Or from where did they go to China? How did they go to China, etc. You want to use 是 the. Notice that you don't dig more into the fact itself. Like you wouldn't use 是 the to ask, what Chinese cuisine did you eat? Where in China did you go? Or how long you stayed in China, etc. Normally we use the 是 the structure to ask the following extra information. When? Where? From where? How? Why? Or with whom things were done in the past. And the structure is like this. Subject plus 是 plus extra information plus verb plus object plus 的。我是昨天来这里的。Or subject plus 是 plus extra information plus verb plus 的 plus object. 我是昨天来的这里。Okay, now let's go back to the example of the police officer. First of all, we need to find a fact that happened in the past. And we all know that there were two facts that happened yesterday. Fact number 1. 我的邻居被杀了。My neighbor got killed. Fact number 2. 我回家了。I went back home. And the police officer wanted to know more information about the fact number 2. That's why she used many 是 the structures in her questions. In the first 5 questions of the police officer, there were 4 questions used 是 the structure, and the last one didn't. 你昨天是几点回家的？那你是跟谁一起回家的？你是从哪里回家的？那你是怎么回家的？回家以后你做了什么？ We used 是 the structure to emphasize the extra information. So the English translations of the first 4 questions are: What time exactly did you come back home? With whom exactly did you come back home? From where exactly did you come back home? And how exactly did you come back home? And the what time, with whom, from where, and how are all around the fact that happened in the past. 我回家了. However, the 5th question, 回家以后你做了什么? What did you do after coming back home? Happened after the fact. So it's not about the fact itself anymore. That's why we don't use 是 the structure. However, if I answered 回家以后我看了电视, then the questions with 是 the can continue. 你是在哪里看的电视？你是跟谁一起看的电视？ Okay, so I just mentioned that there were 2 facts that happened yesterday. Another fact was 我的邻居被杀了. My neighbor got killed. So let's suppose that you, yes, you, happen to walk past there and hear the conversation between the police officer and me. And you want to know more detailed information about that fact. How would you ask the questions using 是 the structure? I will give you 10 seconds.啊，他是在哪里被杀的？很抱歉，我不能告诉你。那他是怎么被杀的？很抱歉，我不能告诉你。那他是什么时候被杀的？很抱歉，我不能告诉你。All right, I think you get it now. Let's do some exercises. Now you might have another question. Instead of 是 the, can I just use 了 to express something in the past? Well, I have to say that it is a brilliant question. Like I just mentioned, we use 是 the structure to emphasize the extra information. So when the extra information is not the emphasis here, we don't use 是 the structure. Let me explain this with some examples. For example, 1. 我和我的男朋友一起去了中国。2. 我是和我的男朋友一起去中国的。What's the difference between these 2 sentences? The first sentence, 我和我的男朋友一起去了中国 sounds like you're telling a story. 2019年，我和我的男朋友去了中国。我们住在一个酒店，哇，那个酒店非常漂亮。然后呢，我们就去吃了好多好吃的东西。And for the second sentence, 我是和我的男朋友一起去中国的。You want to emphasize the extra information. 和我的男朋友一起 for some reason. Imagine this. 你去过中国吗？去过啊。我听说中国的男生很可爱哎，你为什么不顺便找一个中国男朋友回来？我是和我男朋友一起去的，没有机会啊。Let's see another example. And now it's your turn to tell me which sentence we use 是 the structure and which sentence we don't use. 然后我就找到了这份工作， 就是当警察。那个时候要找工作还没有现在这么难。我2012年毕业了，然后我就找到了这份工作，就是当警察。Here, when did you graduate is not the emphasis. The most important thing is that you graduated and find your first job. 我是2012年毕业的，那个时候要找工作还没有现在这么难。In this scenario, you want to compare the situation in 2012 and today. That's why this extra information is the emphasis. So you use 是 the structure. Okay, so this is all the content of today's video. I hope I've explained it clearly, and I hope you like this video. If you do, watch it 10 times for further understanding. I'm Shuo from 说说 Chinese, 说说中文. I will see you in my next video. 再见。